let's just take a breath. If we see ourselves in some of this, take a breath. Because common behavioral patterns in midlife women, some of the experiences are due to overgiving and underreceiving. As women, sometimes we'll give, 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 and we're the worst at receiving. I don't know why we do it, but we do. Not all the time, but sometimes. Not everyone, but some of us. And we'll just keep giving. If someone asks, we're going to give it. We may not have it to give. We feel maybe pressure to give. We may feel it's the right thing to do, so we give, but we'll overgive. And then when it's time for us to be recipients, we don't know how to be good ones at that. We feel like maybe we shouldn't. We're not deserving. We don't want people to think that I need it. All kinds of thoughts come up. All kind of emotional, pressured thoughts come up. Instead of just realizing, oh, they want to give to me. Thank you so much. Oh, let me give to this person and say no to that person. It's okay. Did we see it growing up? Did we see where our families always just gave, gave, and overgave, and then on our own homes, we didn't have it? Did we see where our families wanted to receive something, but they were too proud and they wouldn't? So we always went without as kids. Something put that emotion in us. And then we have guilt when we invest in our own selves. Well, not if we can invest in our own selves so we can be better people to people around us, then who should we invest in first? Why feel guilty about doing the right things for yourselves? Something causes us to think like that about us. I know that I like shoes. Okay. I like shoes. And so I went shopping recently. And actually, this is a good story, I feel, for me, because as opposed to coming out with 5 pairs, which is my norm, I came out with one. And I was like, yay. And so, but it was an investment in myself because one, I needed them. Two, I bought a good quality pair. And three, I tried on 7 and left 6. Something okay. I didn't feel guilty. I felt like I did a good thing. Now, that may seem like a simple example, but that's how we do things. Sometimes we won't even invest even the smallest things. So we won't do it for the smallest things. What makes us think we'll do it for the bigger things or when it really makes an impact in our lives? And we need to decide to, take a trip with family or to make an investment, in the home or go to school or change jobs, whatever that investment is in for ourselves, we might feel guilty about doing it. Start small, but do what is right for you to do without the guilt. The avoidance of financial conversations. We don't like to talk about it. Some of us don't talk about it because we might not have as much as we think we should. Others don't talk about it because they may have more than others in the room. And so we just avoid it. We don't want to talk about finances. Where did that thought pattern come from? Why? Why isn't money a good thought to have? And making the decisions about having more. Or if you find yourself in a position or predicament where you don't have as much as you'd like, that's okay too. That's not your stopping point. That may be a starting point or a growing point. We have to look at it differently. You can't let it cause us to be impoverished within our mind. Fear of making the wrong decision. It's not really a wrong decision. You may have been able to make a better one, but if you made it with evaluating where you are, what it could do for you, what you wanted to do for you, or anything regarding that, it was your best decision. We want to make sure we don't blame ourselves for doing what we think is best if we are putting ourselves first. And if we're going to breathe, make a decision, think it through. Excuse me, breathe, think it through, and make a decision. Because these patterns that once protected you may now be limiting you. It could be stopping you from things. So we're going to breathe first, think it through, and abort unregulated common behaviors. So tip 2, release that survival mode. It's not surviving you. It's not a survival mode. It's stopping you. Survival mode is emotional. It's not logical. Some of it doesn't make sense. It's just something we've always done. Stop letting your emotions not run the way you manage money, but ruin the way you manage money. Sometimes our emotions just cause things to just go haywire, and it can ruin some very important things about our lives. Buying a house, buying a car, going to school, investing in yourself, all of those things, even to the simplest of food shopping. We know that unfortunately, the best, healthiest foods for us are the most expensive. Now, why it is, I mean, let's just look at the state of our affairs. Okay, we're not going to go there as far as our country, but it should be the other way around, correct? The healthiest food should be more affordable to us, but it's not. But when we make a decision not to invest in the healthiest food, if it's going to prolong health for us, is that just a survival mode to buy the cheapest? Even though we think that may be all we can afford, but we're not talking about dollars and cents. We're talking about the emotion that came up that said, don't buy it. Did we see when we grew up that we couldn't afford certain foods? So now even when we might be able to afford certain foods, we won't buy it. We have to think things through. Was that an emotional decision or was it logical? Decisions made from fear or urgency. Got to do it now. Got to do it quick. Got to do it fast. Or let's not do it at all because I'm afraid I might not have this opportunity again or this amount of money again, or I may not be able to do whatever it is. If it's a decision from fear, more than likely it's probably not the best or the right one. Fear shouldn't be what drives the emotion. Fear, what paralyzes us often from doing what is right or more purposeful, meaningful. Does it cause you to have difficulty resting or trusting the outcomes? Are you unsure what's going to happen when you make the decision? We want to see what happens in the present and in the future. And if we can't rest by knowing what's going to happen, we may not do it. We just, put the brakes on. Did you have an experience where it happened before? And sometimes things may have happened at some point in our life and it taught us something, but it should have taught us how to do something better, not do it again. If it causes us to never do it again, then we're not trusting our own thoughts. We're not trusting our own decisions. And that has to be based on some kind of emotion that has now caused you not to be able to trust your own thoughts or what you say. So you can't really trust yourself to take care of yourself. Now, that sounds like a lot, but if we be honest, we may see ourselves there or have been there at some point, or we don't like someone else's opinion about the decision we may make. But that and the belief that safety must be earned through struggle is a myth. You don't have to experience everything in order to feel safe about it. Oh, I've done that before, so now I understand it, right? I struggled through that and now I got to the other side, so I'm good with it. We don't have to experience everything now to understand it. We don't have a long enough life to have to experience every struggle in life that we want to make a decision about so we can feel safe about it before we make a decision. So survival helps you then, but healing will help us now. And we will make conscious, intentional decisions. Intentional. You know exactly what you want to do about your life. You know exactly what you're going to do financially, relationship-wise, school-wise, family-wise, job-wise. Intentional decisions. You're going to be okay. Once you start looking at yourself and how you make decisions about anything, you'll see how it bleeds over into money, but it's also about how you make decisions about anything that causes you to have a reservation about something that may better you, because you may not think that you may have an opportunity again, or you're not sure if it's the best one, or whatever it is that comes up. Some things only come around once, or some things come around more than once. Sometimes it may only come around once to us. So you want to make conscious, intentional decisions and be okay with it.